Chapter 9. The sky overhead was streaked with watercolor blues and soft golds as Lila reached the Word Shoppe's door. A pair of sparrows flitted past the window, their tiny bodies silhouetted against the golden light. There was a quiet thrill in her chest, a sense that something was about to happen, not in a dramatic, life-altering way, but in the way that comes when you know a surprise is waiting just around the corner. It shimmered inside her, light and electric, like the pause before laughter, the inhale before a candle is blown out, the split second before a raindrop touches your skin. It was the kind of feeling that made her want to run the last few steps to the shop, just to see what was waiting for her on the other side. She smiled, stepping inside. The bell's chime resonated through the shop, seeming to give the sun-warmed pages of open books a little happy dance. On the nearest shelf, an old hourglass had been placed beside a collection of poetry, its grains of sand suspended mid-fall, as if time itself had paused to listen. Her grandmother was already seated at their table, her hands wrapped around a warm teacup, eyes twinkling. "Lila," she said, motioning for her to sit, "you're humming with something today. Tell me, what is stirring inside you?" Lila slid into her chair, setting her bag down beside her. "I don't know. Everything just feels on the edge of something. Even my classes feel different." "Oh? How so?" Her grandmother raised an eyebrow, intrigued. Lila leaned forward, tapping her fingers against the table. "I was in my physiology lecture this week, and the professor was explaining how the nervous system reacts before we even fully process what's happening. That our hearts and our gut sense things before our brains do. Did you know that the heart picks up information seconds before something actually happens? It's as if our bodies know what's coming, even before our minds catch up." "Wonderful. You are learning the language of the heart," her grandmother's smile deepened. "The body always knows before the mind catches up. The heart is constantly scanning the world around us, sensing things before our eyes see them or our minds understand them. It picks up on both the presence of something beautiful and the warning of something unseen. It's why we sometimes feel a quiet thrill before something wonderful happens, or we sense danger before we even have the words to explain it." She stirred her tea thoughtfully. "Most people only trust what they can see, but the heart asks us to trust something deeper. It is always speaking, always guiding, whether it's the flutter of excitement that says, 'Go forth,' or the uneasy pull that says, 'Wait, not yet.' That's the heart's way of preparing us to receive what is coming." Lila paused, tracing the rim of her teacup. "My heart is saying something to me, for sure. It feels like it is whispering, 'Pay attention, something is about to unfold.' Like when you sense something coming, you feel it first, before you know it. And now I feel like that's happening inside me, like something good is about to happen." Lila hesitated, then let out a small laugh as she slid into her chair. "I just know. I just feel like something is coming, like something just beyond what I can see is waiting for me." "That, my love, is anticipation," her grandmother smiled knowingly. "The spark that makes life feel like an adventure." She reached for the ivory card and slid it across the table. Lila turned it over and laughed out loud. Anticipation. Feel this moment. This is where the magic stirs. Not in the past, not in the future. The hum of possibility is already here, inviting you to step into what has always awaited you. She exhaled softly, running her fingers over the word. "It feels alive, like energy before it becomes movement." "Exactly," her grandmother nodded. "Anticipation is the bridge between what is and what will be. It is the invitation to welcome the unknown, not with fear, but with curiosity." Lila tapped the card against the tabletop. "I think I used to mix up anticipation and anxiety. Like if I didn't know what was coming, I had to worry about it. But this feels different, like something good is just ahead." Her grandmother lifted her teacup, taking a slow sip before replying. "Not knowing is not a void. It is a gift, wrapped in possibility. Because anticipation, my dear, is trust. It is the knowing that something is unfolding in your favor, even if you cannot yet see its shape. It is the gentle whisper that says, something wonderful is on its way. Lila let the words settle over her, feeling the quiet thrill of them dance in her chest. Her grandmother reached into her pocket and pulled out something small, setting it gently on the table between them. A delicate, unopened envelope. Lila's eyebrows lifted. What's this? An experiment. Her grandmother simply smiled. Do you feel it? The pull? The curiosity? The anticipation of what's inside? Lila stared at the envelope, her fingers tingling. Yes? Then hold on to that feeling, my love. Her grandmother leaned forward. Anticipation is not about the answer. It's about the wonder of not yet knowing. Can you sit in that space? Can you savor it without rushing to the end? Let yourself linger in the space before knowing. That is where the magic lives. Lila's fingers hovered over the envelope, her heartbeat quickening. Could she? Could she let herself stay in the deliciousness of not knowing? Of waiting, not with impatience, but with excitement? She met her grandmother's gaze and smiled. I think I can try. Her grandmother beamed. Then, my dear, you have unlocked something truly magical. Anticipation. The word shimmered inside her. No longer something to fear, but something to embrace. The quiet, golden hum of possibility. And the envelope? Well, she would open it soon, but not just yet.